Hi guys, Knife Detector here, and oh my goodness, I am very excited about this bad boy. Now y'all know I don't collect a lot of modern knives. I'm mostly a traditional guy, but when I saw this one on eBay, I absolutely had to have it. I know a lot of you have probably already heard of this brand. The name of this brand is called Proelia. And other than that, I don't see a distinction between different knives having different names or different models of knives. Other knives on eBay that are being sold by this brand are also they just simply say Proelia on there. And let me tell you, this is a fantastic knife. But this is the way this video is going to go. Now, last time I mentioned I was going to make this video, the very next video, the High Plains Drifter. But I'm so excited about this one, I just want to carry it. That's why I'm making this video now. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to tease you again with the High Plains Drifter. I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about a knife that I've had for, like 20 years. And then we're going to go ahead and talk about the Proelia. So I'm going to let the Proelia take a little bit of a back seat. So those of you that only wanted to see this video for the Proelia, you may want to forward a little bit till you see me grab the Proelia again. So let's talk a little bit, see this one real quick, the High Plains Drifter. I won't dwell too much on this because a lot of my friends have already done videos on these. It's a beautiful Big Daddy Barlow, right? And I haven't taken it out of the bag yet, you know, because I do intend to carry this knife. I have the perfect sheath for it. Albeit the sheath I have is a Klein Tools sheath, and it just fits it beautifully. But that Klein Tool sheath, I think, is from the 1980s. And so, you know, back then when they made sheaths, you know, the studs for the rivets, they were inside the knife sheath as well. So it will scratch up your knife. So what I did is I glued a little bit of felt in there to kind of protect the handle of this knife a little bit better, because this is a beautiful, looks like some type of a cherry bone handle. It is just gorgeous knife. I'm gonna love carrying this knife. But just another tease, because you know we have other things to talk about. So we'll close the door on that beautiful boy, and then we're gonna look at this one. Now this thing is a Meyer-Co utility knife, and this is by it's by Meyer-Co. You know, back then, before it was called Meyer-Chin, it was called Meyer-Co. Now Meyer-Chin, as you can tell, it's made in China. This is also made in China, and the designer of this knife is Blackie Collins. Now Blackie Collins has a great deal of notoriety in making assisted opening type of knives, and coming out with assisted opening knife designs and liner lock designs, I believe. And he was a very big name in knives back in the day. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he has passed away since then. But let me tell you, you know, this is a knife I've never done a video on, and it is a knife that I use very often. And I know Patty from Patty's Potato Peelers. Love your channel, Patty. He mentioned he doesn't like utility knives. They kind of like bother him a lot, or he doesn't like utility knives. But this one I've had for many years. And there you can see in there, I believe it says China National Headquarters. Just the simplicity of the design of this knife makes me just really want to take it out and use it and grab it. I use it in a lot of ways. You know, I use it around the house, in the backyard. It used to have a belt clip, but it fell out after so many uses. I've had this for 20 years, and it just kind of got lost in the backyard, you know, but I'm still using this knife. Check out the rust in there. Why do you see rust? Because I've left this outside a few times, you know, and even though I've left it outside, it still takes a licking and keeps on ticking. But you know, the way I use this knife mostly is to work with leather, right? I'm going to show you that in a bit. Now, the system you use to take out this blade is very simple. You just pick up this little lever, move it to the top, and then you pull out the blade, right? And so, I know, Knife Detector, you're probably saying, I know how to use a utility knife. Why are you showing me this? Well, I'm going to show you this kind of blade that I use specifically to work with leather. So, by the way, it comes with this kind of a hard plastic pouch and a little place to put it in here, in this very tough nylon sheath. This is not your regular cheapy nylon. This is some thick nylon, guys. Remember, I've had this thing for 20 freaking years, and it's just keeps coming back, you know? So let me show you how they have the blades in this pouch. You store your blades in here, and I like to use these special hook type blades. Check this out. Now I'm going to replace the blade, and I'm going to put this one back in this pouch. so I can have it the next time I want to need it. And I'm going to put this away just to get it out of the way so I don't cut myself in this heavy-duty nylon pouch. Sorry this is taking so long. I know you want to know about the Proelia, but that one is coming up. Bear with me, guys. And check this out. You know, I use that hook to work with leather. So this is the reason I wanted to show you this knife. If there's any of you guys that work with leather out there, this is a really good tool to have. And I just kind of fell into it. Now, these are some cheap plastic handles. I think it's plastic. Could be fiberglass, but I think it's plastic. But the brand, again, is Mirco. And it's Blackie Collins design, dual thumb studs, and it's spring assist. So listen to that. I don't know if you can hear that. There's a little... The spring makes a little noise. It's not doing it right now, but it makes a squeaky noise because I've had this so long, and I have never cleaned this knife, by the way. So I will take my leather, and once I mark it the way I want to cut it, you know, I take this and just cut a piece of leather just like that, and I follow along whatever line that I draw on there, and I cut my leather slowly, you know, and do my very best not to hit the camera. But anyway, you get the idea. That's what I do, and this is just a great utility knife. And again, this is a Blackie Collins Mirco. You can find these on eBay right now. These have been around for, like I said, like 20 years. You can find these on eBay with this same cool pouch for $10, guys. So for something that you're just going to use as a beater knife to beat the hell out of it, like I have, leave it out in the rain overnight, wear it until the belt clip falls off, $10, can't beat it. Okay, so all right, let's get down to the nitty gritty. This is the Proelia. Let me show you one of the favorite things about this knife. Look at the handle on this bad boy. Look at that beautiful ergonomic handle that just hugs your hand when you hold it. It just hugs your hand. This handle is just thick enough for you to get a really good grip on it. It's not too thin, not too thick. It is just perfect for my hand. And look at that Cleaver style blade. Look at that Cleaver style blade. It's a big sheep's foot. Look at that. That's beautiful. Perfect for rope. And I did a little bit of research. The name Proelia, it comes from a Latin word meaning war or warrior. And basically, I believe what the name is implying about this knife is this is to be used in battle, you know, because it means like warrior or battle. So I believe that this is a knife that maybe they want to give the impression that this would be good to use in the field of battle, right? That this is a very worthy knife to have. Let's check out what it says in here. It says D2 steel, guys. D2 steel. Not bad. D2 steel. It says D2 hardening tool steel. D2A. What does that say? D2A AIR? D2 air hardening tool steel. Yeah, I can spell. D2 air hardening tool steel. I just have trouble seeing. Check out that nice little pivot bolt right there. Look at that. Pretty blue. Look at these little blue torque screws. I've never had a knife like this before, guys. How much did I pay for this Proelia knife? How much did this beautiful knife set me back? You know, this lovely knife that I'm going to have a lot of fun carrying and using was $28.99. It was $28.99, and I don't think a lot of people have heard about this brand Proelia. But let me tell you, it is a good looking knife. And for those of you that collect modern folders, maybe knife brands such as Ganzo or Civivi, this is a beautiful knife, and the quality is very good. This is a G-10 handle. It's D2 steel. It's assisted opening, and this is a ball bearing type knife. Let's open that. That is some serious thud when you open that. It opens up with some serious force, guys. Really good looking knife, and it just opens up with such a positive impact that you know this sucker's open. Did you see the way it shook in my hand like that? Man, I love this thing. Nice. As you can see, uh, you don't have very many choices for the clip. It's basically going to be tipped down when you carry it. But that's the way I always carry these types of knives anyway. You know, I carry it like that. And this is just a gorgeous knife. Look at the liner lock. The liner lock itself looks a little bit different than other liner locks. It kind of has a little lip here. Makes it a little bit more comfortable when you push it down, so that you don't cut yourself or you don't find those rough edges. This is all smoothed out, guys. It's all smoothed out. Nice. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous flipper knife. Really like this knife. So this is the first knife pretty much of this type that I own, and let me tell you, I'm very impressed by this knife. I might just look at more of these. And in looking on eBay, there's other Proelia knives out there. There's some really nice ones, and they're all about $28, $29. Another thing I wanted to make mention is I mentioned to my buddy, Jersey Knife Guy, Pete, I mentioned to him, Pete, I'm not going to buy any knives during the month of December, because I believe Pete mentioned that, you know, can you do it? Can you not buy a knife for a month? Can you do it, guys? And I haven't bought one. This one I bought in November, late November, and it came in just recently. And I'm not going to buy any knives during the month of December. But guess what? I also have another 15 knives I need to make videos on anyway. So I got plenty of knives to make videos. But the month of December, we have a lot of spending. You know, spend time with our family, spend money on gifts, you know, spend money on bills, catch up on things, you know. So yeah, sometimes, you know, the knife hobby can put a stress on other things. So because of that, I told Jersey, you know, I didn't tell Jersey it was because of that, but I told him, you know, I'm going to go ahead and take that challenge. I'm not going to buy any knives during the month of December. And I've been able to hold true to that so far. All right, guys, this has been the Knife Detector telling you that stay tuned, because I have so many giveaways coming up. I have giveaways coming up throughout this year that we're going to have this new year. I may have already done one by the time this video comes out, and have another one on the way. So keep in mind that mine's a small channel. I do want very much to continue to enjoy your support and your subscriptions. So please, if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel, press that notification bell. Thank you so much, guys and gals, and God bless you. And remember, keep your knives sharp, but keep your wits even sharper.